Well, hey family, I'm Dakari Middlebrooks. I am one of the hosts of Faces from the Mount, a series where we talk to amazing people doing some amazing things in the city of Nashville and around the world. I have my friend here, good brother, Gerell Webb. Let me tell you a little bit about him. He is a fitness guru. He's crazy when you work out with him, but he's an unbelievable guy. I'm excited to invite him to this show. Gerell, how are you, man?
My brother, I'm doing great, man. How about you?
Man, I'm good. I'm glad that you got an opportunity to sit down and talk to us about your life, your journey. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get to Nashville? You from Nashville? Where are you from?
Nah, man, I'm a Florida boy living in Nashville, man. So I'm originally from Tallahassee, Florida. Came to Nashville to attend MTSU. Played football, did that whole thing, and been here ever since.
How did you connect to Mount Zion?
Man, so that's a funny story, bro. So I've been the guy that Bishop preaches about when he says, all the people that say they ain't going down there to that big church. I was that guy for so long, and my mentor at the time usually would bring me DVDs, cause I refused to go to Mount Zion. I'm not going down there. He would bring me DVDs every Sunday, drop them off. Here you go, listen to this. Started listening, got hooked, and came and never left, man.
But I'm glad I can tell you from a standpoint of Mount Zion, we're happy that you're a part of our ministry.
I'm happy to be here,
happy
bro.
that you're connected. Tell me a little bit about your fitness journey, because let me tell you, I remember your climb. I remember the journey. I remember when you started.
Yeah.
I was there when you was giving the discounted rates
man.
to come work out. Why is fitness so important to you? How did you get into this space?
Man, so funny enough, I've always kind of been into fitness unknowingly, right? So again, I was an athlete, but I was never the biggest, fastest, strongest, but I was always the person who was willing to outwork you.
Yeah.
And so that's how I was able to level the playing field. I was just willing to outwork everybody. And then once, that career didn't work out, I kept training like I was still an athlete. People asked me if I would train them just based on, looks and me staying fit. And then I kind of rolled into that. Again, my mentor kind of pushed me into it. It's yo, you have a natural gift with people, and fitness, this seems to be perfect.
Yeah, and you also were one of the first trainers for our Church Fit.
Yeah, man, yeah.
And I tell you, a lot of people are afraid of working out. I know every year, in January, the gyms are packed. People are changing their diets. And why do you think people fall off from this?
Man, because it's hard, and you have to remain consistent. It's not I made it to this level, then I get to stop, right? Then I'm in shape for the rest of my life. It's every day. I gotta work out every day. If I stop doing this, I'm gonna stop looking like this. I'm gonna start feeling like this, stop performing like this. So I think it's just between it just being hard and having to remain consistent, people don't want that part of it. They want the quick fix.
I've watched your journey. I've watched you start from small beginnings. I've watched you climb this ladder of success. But that came with an amazing cost.
Yeah.
At the pinnacle of your success, you experienced tragedy. Mm-hmm. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I think what you're talking about is my mother. I just lost my mother. It's been exactly almost a year ago. I'm not sure when you're going to air this, but exactly almost a year ago, I lost my mother to ovarian cancer.
Wow.
She fought, man. That's really all I could ask for. And so even in that, she taught me so many lessons. And I'm a mama's boy to the core. Attached at the hip. That's my girl. That's my rider. She's one of the few people who just understand me without even having to talk. I get random phone calls when I was having a bad day, and she'd be like, "Hey, you good? I was just thinking about you. Just want you to know I'm praying for you." And so no matter what, where I go in life or what I'm doing, I know that I'm just a culmination of her prayers, bro. That is it. It's not me, it is her praying.
I don't know what that feels like.
Yeah.
And I'm empathetic. Our pastor lost his mother almost a year ago as well. I don't know that pain. But I do want to ask you this for the people. What keeps you believing? What keeps you motivated?
Yeah, well, I think, having a real experience with God for myself versus just what my mother told me about God. And understanding that God isn't always a yes God. Sometimes God is a no God. And sometimes he's a wait a minute God. And so we can pray and pray and pray. That doesn't mean that, the answered prayer we think is always a yes. Yeah. Sometimes that answered prayer is she's going to come with me, and that's you have to live with that. That's a part of it. We live to die. That's a part of it. And we all go through ups and downs and trials and tribulations. And my man Paul said, you know, I know what it is to be a base and to be abound. I know what it is to be at the bottom and to be at the top. So I think throughout all of that, you know, it's Christ that strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me.
Man, well, Gerell, I do want to ask you this, and I thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
To really transform your body, how many days does it take?
Man, I think it's dependent. You remember the old church fit shirts?
Yeah.
Everybody is different.
Yep.
And so every physical body is different. And so I would say don't worry about, you know, the transformation as much as you are worried about the consistency.
So what I want to do, for those that are out there listening, because it's the season of giving, I want to give a person an opportunity to train with you for 30 days.
Yeah.
I'm going to support that.
Okay.
I'm going to donate that.
Okay.
And the only way for them to do it, though, you have to do two things. One, I want you to go to our YouTube page. You have to subscribe to our YouTube page. But also, I want you to go to Mount Zion Nashville Instagram page, DM us at the MT Zion Nashville Instagram page, and tell us why you want to work out and why you want to have a transformation experience.
Let's go, man. Yeah. Come on, man. I just want to say this on camera. I owe Mount Zion so much, man. Mount Zion was my foundation. It was a place that I was allowed to go and sharpen my sword with Church Fit, and they supported me literally from day one. Some of my biggest riders were from Mount Zion, and I know I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for the people of Mount Zion. So thank y'all. Whatever y'all need, I'm here, baby.
I appreciate that. Man, where can we find you?
Man, you can find me at thegerellwebb.com, on thegerellwebb on all social media platforms.
Well, man, look, this is my friend Gerell. I'm excited about his journey. I can't wait to see what you're going to continue to do in the community and the world. You've been watching Faces from the Mount. Again, I'm your host, Dakari Middlebrooks.